just happened there. That ain't never happened. I don't know if it's because you're in here high streaming.
What?
Turn your phone Wi-Fi off if you could. Okay. Yeah, because it, geeking.
Sir,
Yeah, forward. Get some people in here. Breakfast. Sausage, egg, potatoes with a little bit of maple. Let's see if we get anybody in here to come hang out and chat with RayRay Outdoors today. Baby? We'll give it a while. We'll see what happens. RayRay, what's up, J-Man? Thanks for jumping in, man. I wasn't trying to jump on fucking Carver's toes, man, but it seems like the last few days it's either I gotta wait for everybody to get done with their lives or I just go ahead and do mine. So here we are. Matty Ice, what up, big dog? As you can see, I'm over here having my brekkie. And then we're gonna make a disc boat run this morning. She's gonna go run and I'm gonna hang out here and talk to everybody. But how's everybody's morning going? Everybody have a good breakfast? My kidney armor is done. What happened to your kidneys, bro? Justin's in here. We got Justin and Matt in here. Appreciate you guys. And cheers if you guys got any coffee or any of that nature. How'd that go, Matt? Were they assholes? I know they can be bad. I know that courthouses are terrible. And it kind of depends on whether you get a male judge or a female. If you get female, you get kind of awfully easy, depending. 6 months probation and a $1,500 fine. Jesus. Probation? Did you get pulled over or something, Matt? And if you're just coming in, double tap that screen and we appreciate the love and support that you come into RayRay Outdoors page. I can't believe you can't do that here. Out of all things, you would think you'd be able to get drunk and ride a bike. Let's just be real. They don't want you driving a damn car. He said, did you bring enough for all of us? If you like breakfast bowls, yeah, I've got some in here. Come get you one. And the good thing is with these little breakfast bowls that come together already made, man, I just add a little bit of pancake syrup to them. It's potato, sausage, and egg and cheese. Add a little syrup to it. That's what I'm eating, J-Man. It's very good, honestly. I eat one of these every day. It's a quick breakfast. Throw it in the microwave, get it out of the way. It's, what are they called? They're Jimmy Dean bowls. They're called Jimmy Dean bowls. A bowl. Cheers. Here. Cheers. Ain't got much in here, but if I'm not mistaken, the majority of that is tobacco. Ugh. And coffee and guava juice? Yes, sir. We got it all in here. Thank you guys for joining in, hanging out while I'm sitting here eating my breakfast, talking, chatting it up. Like I said earlier, I wasn't trying to step on nobody's toes because I know Carver's doing a live. I don't know if Catfish ended up doing one or not. And I think yesterday Carver did a live at the same time. I kind of waited out, went in there, hung out for a minute, talked to everybody, made sure everybody's doing good. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to go get my breakfast made. Kind of already posted on Facebook that I was going to be going live, so here we are. Double tap the screen, everybody. If you're just coming in, welcome to the chat. Hopefully you're having a great day. Let everybody in the chat know what you got going on down in the bottom. Matt, last night, the live I did last night, bro, got me 7 subscribers. Met a lot of new people, great people. Just hanging out. These lives, bro, they're changing the page. Seriously. I'm up to 232 or 235 subs already. And I think it was 2 days ago I was at 200. So, bro, it's a matter of getting on here, putting in the effort, make videos. I had 1,400 views from a short yesterday, 200 from a live, and then 115 from another live. So you add all that up, 14, 15, 16, 1,700 viewers in one day. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm going to do a live right now. After this live, after I sit down for a little bit, I'll figure out a short, post a short, and then later on tonight do another live. And hopefully by the time I start getting on the water, most of my people will just come in on that one live while I'm out there fishing. What J-Man said. You try to push everybody's algorithm around here. It's hard to drink coffee and eat food. How do people do it? Especially them old farts, bro. They're just sitting there eating food all day and I'm gonna get a warm coffee. No cream, no sugar. I don't know how they do it, dog. I gotta have cream and sugar for my coffee, man. It's gotta happen. We got a few in here that are letting themselves be known. Who else is just tagging along and hanging out in here? RayRay, you're doing better than I did starting out on the YouTube community. Jay, man, I think it's mindset, man. It's really mindset. Because when I first started YouTube and I start posting my videos, what's up, Wayne? Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Hopefully you had your nice little batch of caffeine, something to get you up and going. But nah, man, like I was saying, it took me a while, man. Like the videos I posted that you can go back and watch, those videos, man, are a year and a half old. T-Fear, morning, buddy. How's it going, bro? Thanks for joining back in, dude. You're awesome. Austin, you ready for next week? I'm born ready, brother. Born ready every day. Every day we know it's getting closer and closer and closer. We still got, what, 9 days? Something like that. Yeah, I'm ready, brother. Yeah, man, my videos on my page back a year ago, I'd get the most 80 views, 70 views, and I was happy with that because I only had like 50 subscribers and stuff like that at the time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm happy with that. And back then, I didn't even know I could do lives with 50 subscribers. I thought I needed 100, so I pushed for the 100. Ended up getting there. Still didn't do my live streams for a long while, and then finally I was like, you know what? You know, Catfish Terry and a few others, they motivated me, man. And on trout opener, I'm getting a vise. I'm getting a vise with some peacock feather, turkey tail, squirrel tail. I'm getting all kinds of stuff. All I'm going to have to do is start buying some jigs. And I'm going to be sitting here tying jigs with you guys live. It's going to be some jig tying from RayRay Outdoors. I'm excited. J-Man, or Austin, absolutely, J-Man, because you're a chill guy, RayRay, and people love you. Just keep doing what you think, and you'll get up there to 1,000 soon. I appreciate you, J-Man. You're awesome, bro. Sounds like fun. Something I do that on TikTok sometimes. Yeah, man. TikTok's good, man. My wife has been trying to get over there and get her algorithm going on TikTok. She'll sit here and do a live and sit here with me. And man, the problem is with TikTok is you gotta have a fan base already over there. That way when they come through and they see your video and you're live, they're not just gonna keep swiping. You know what I mean? That's our issue over there. She'll get a couple people come in and say hi, hello, and they'll just keep going. But that's TikTok. TikTok is a scroll app, and it's near almost impossible to not scroll. And the reason I say that is because she'll go to show me a video, and she'll try to accidentally refresh the video, which don't make no sense to do because it's just going to disappear. You do that, and she does that, and then the video's gone. And it's because she's gotten so used to going to the top of the page to refresh and start it over that it throws the video away. Hey, Matt, you have a great day too, man. Thank you for hopping in. We love you. We appreciate you showing your support and hanging out. And we'll see you on the next one, brother. Or maybe in a little bit. Babe?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Have you ate yet?
What?
Have you ate?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, just make sure you're eating. She's got that habit of... Usually I'm the one to clean off my plate. However, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Gotta make sure she has something in her gut, though, before she takes off. Other than that, how's everybody going, man? How's everybody doing? I think I'm going to get into fly fishing. Austin, I actually have a fly rod, and I actually have a good amount of flies over here if you would like to see them. I just haven't had the time, man, to get out there and put them to use, man. I'd like to take these flies, and I'd like to go somewhere where it's very remote. That way, you know, you have a high chance of catching them on a fly. You go somewhere where they're getting pounded on and there's a lot of people fishing it. Good luck with getting any fish on a fly. But you go somewhere where it's remote. It's got native fish. What happened yesterday? I don't know what happened. Nothing happened yesterday, I don't think. I know we had a good live. Here's some right here. I want to show you guys a little bit better, so I'm going to flip the camera around. There we go. Check those out. So, I'm going to show you the ones that got sent to me custom, which would be this guy here, this guy here. Come on. Then all that first row, that second row up to this one, all these bugs at the tops and stuff, those have been given to me by Pennsylvania Flyco, PA Flyco. Great guy over there, makes some really good baits. Just haven't been able to go out there and put them to the test. Like, I've used them a couple times. I just don't do good with them. Flies is just like, and I think it's because I'll be in heavily fished areas, man. When you're in heavily fished areas, it's kind of hard to, you know, get them to strike on a fly. Check these ones. Got a good lineup in here on these ones. These are, if I'm not mistaken, Temu flies my buddy bought. I had them sent over to me. Matty Ice Adventures, who was just in here a moment ago. Let's catch up on these comments. To be honest, I have no clue when. Apparently, I touched the nerve. We're talking about E yesterday and in the live stream at Crisis's page. Honestly, I don't know, E. I know how you are, man. I kind of noticed that you're kind of the guy that's just gonna bullshit around here and there and just joke. Same with Win. And I don't know, man. He kind of made me feel bad because the other night last night he was like, all them haters, low key haters, they don't want to be in here. They can just go sub and hang out on RayRay's page, and it's just like, what? Like I don't need the haters. I don't want the haters, but none of y'all are haters. You know, you guys pull out little jokes and stuff like that here and there, and I think just sometimes Carver. I just think sometimes Crisis be in a moment of like, I don't want to be messed with. We're talking about something positive right now. We're talking about things that are uplifting to the soul, and then out of nowhere, here comes some goofy ass joke that just like brought the whole energy down. I honestly do think that's the issue over there. So that's why when I'm in there, I'm not clowning. I'm rarely ever trying to make a joke. It's always, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe, or welcome to the freaking crow's nest, or I'm talking to one of you guys in the chat. Yeah, just let it be. It happened to me. I know when he was talking about you too, he was like, yeah, Win and E and all of them that want to be in here as secret trolls, they can just go over to RayRay's page and you guys can go follow them guys. I'm just like, that's not the way to do it. I want good followers, which you guys are great followers. It's just, like I said, man, I think it's bad timing on the comments and stuff. Yeah, he don't want me in there. That's fine. I'll hang out somewhere else. Not a big deal. Well, you're always welcome here, E. You're always welcome here as long as you're positive and, you know, I don't care if you joke, you know. Some knock jokes and some little jokes are cool, man, but I couldn't understand what exactly happened. And it's so hard for me to keep up with everybody. You got so many trolls and so many people coming in and talking shit, and then you got people that are trying to just be funny or have a little joke similar to yourself, and it doesn't get taken lightly, you know, or somebody takes it out of context. So, you know, I'm sorry you're dealing with that, man. Hopefully it all works itself out. She said, I'm not a troll. I thought we were good. He calls you a secret troll all the time. When? He calls you and E secret trolls. But I think you guys are just great people, nonetheless. I had nothing to smoke today. No cigarettes. No cigarettes, and I've been, when I run out of cigarettes, I'll take and get my peace pipe, and I pack the old cigarettes in it. A secret troll, question mark. I know when. We talked about it last live. I'm so sorry you be dealing with that shit. I probably said something stupid. I say a lot of dumb shit, but always just the shit and giggles. I know, E. I know. And like I said, man, I think that's pretty much all it was. It's just, it was bad timing. He's sitting there reading some of these newcomers coming in. That's the main issue. In my opinion, it's the newbies. It's the ones that are coming in and they ain't never even been on the page, so they say something random. And he ends up reading it. And it ends up striking a nerve. And then in behind those messages comes one of your guys that are just joking, having a good time. Because we are a collective group of In the Crow's Nest, just vibing. And he reads yours and kind of gets a weird, you know, like, well, I was just talking about this. Why are we joking about this? And I don't know. To an extent, I kind of understand, but at the same time, it's like, you know who these people are. They've been in here numerous times. So that's what I try to do. I try to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I know what you guys do. I know that you guys ain't trolls. You guys are great people. Great people with good intentions. I hear my wife in here raging at Fortnite. Well, no. Anybody else played this damn Grand Theft Auto, man? The GTA. Jesus, man. I hate video games anymore, dude. I used to grow up playing them so much. I don't know about y'all. It was like the number one thing I'd bleed and shit every day. Wake up, play video game, go to sleep playing video games. And I've just noticed over the years, man, they create these games just to have conflict. Like there's no helping each other and building each other in video games no more. It's either combat and everybody's against each other, or you're doing stupid shit. Like the Grand Theft Auto nowadays, GTA 5. You can do everything on there, man. Like stuff that kids shouldn't be knowing about. I mean, drug cartels, you can traffic it, you can sell it, you can be a part of a gang. It's just sickening. The old Grand Theft Autos didn't even have that. You got enough to go live yet, Win? If I'm not mistaken, yeah. I haven't played a video game in years, right? Yeah, I got 53 subs. So I'm going to do the test stream to get my mic working. Cool deal. Also, should I just show the art or should I be in the stream as well? Win? So I don't know if you checked out Carver family. He's actually live right now. I was trying not to step on his toes this morning. Nobody was going live, but then he went live as soon as I started making up my YouTube thing. So I was like, you know what? I can't let this stop me. I gotta persevere. I gotta keep pushing. I gotta get a live in. However, he does art lives. He also does car lives while he's on break at work. But his art lives, man, he'll just sit there and doodle something up. He'll take a request from in the chat. He'll pull his computer up. He'll find a picture or a doodle, and he'll just freehand it right then and there. He does that stuff live, and then he does like paintings and stuff for people. He's not too good with the portraits. He'll even admit that himself. But he did do one of me holding up a big trout, and I cannot wait to get it, man. They keep sleeping on me over there. I'm going to say something to them in the next live because I'd really like to get that photo before the first, and it's looking like I'm not going to. Also, if I go live, still go live. I don't care or not. No, hey, look, the reason I do that is because, I like what Crisis talks about. We want all ties to rise together, man. And it's hard. It's hard, and I guess it's kind of a fight of its own to figure that out. But at the end of the day, that's kind of what we're trying to accomplish here, especially at my page. I don't know so much about Crisis's. I know that's what he says. What's up, Blind Stray? How you doing this morning? You got your coffee? If not, I hope you enjoyed your morning and had you a nice cup. We're just over here talking about how it's one of those things where it's very hard to be live streaming when other people that you support and are there for in their streams. It's hard to juggle it. It really is. Some days I have to choose whether I want to be a content creator or if I want to be a mod all day. And some days, like today, I was like, you know what? I don't want to be a mod today. I don't. I want to be in here doing a live stream. So, but like I was just talking with Wynn because she was asking about her live streaming and stuff and talking about it. I told her if she's going live, don't worry about if I'm live. I'm not gonna worry about if you're live. Get your content out there. Push your algorithm. That's how you're gonna get people to come in. Last night I did a live while Crisis was live streaming, and I ended up getting 8 subscribers just within that live. Met some really good people in here. Where's his name at? Let me point him out. He was just in here talking with us a second ago. I think his name was Gene or something of that nature. T-Fear. His name's T-Fear. From last night. Great people hanging out. And yeah, man. That's all we gotta do is push each other's algorithms. And I share I've shared Carver stuff over on my Facebook. I've shared Catfish's stuff on my Facebook. Here recently, now that I'm doing more lives, I have been posting my live stream stuff over there, trying to get some love and attention. Because I got 7K over there. A good little group of people. And normally, they're great about if I invite them to someone's page on Facebook to go follow them. My buddy Big Ass Rods one day, he does custom rods and stuff. I go in there and do his lives and hang out on his live streams. He makes custom rods, but he also deals with a lot of bait companies that send him a bunch of product, and he'll sit there and he'll give it away on his live stream. But what happens is when you come in, let yourself be known in the comments that you're there. He will give you a ball with a number on it, and that ball with a number will go in the bingo wheel. And at the end of the live, he will roll that thing and he'll pluck a specific amount of numbers of people, and those people will get entries. Then there's another wheel that spins to tell you how many entries you get. And it's just a little thing he's got going on over there. And then every 4 to 5 months, he gives a brand new, custom, hand-painted fishing rod away. And I've thought about doing something like that over here with you guys, but with my jigs. Once I get to tying them, once I start to getting them going, you know, I've kind of like merged everybody's ideas together. All the content creators, such as Catfish Terry, Big S Rods, Carver family. I just like how everybody approaches their live streams, such as Carver, he's more up into detail. Catfish, he's about his community and his jigs. Big S Rods, he's about drawing in some attention, having fun, but also giving back and having a great time. So that's what my motivation is for, to hope one day to be able to do all of this. And one day I'll have a table here, I'll have a vise, I'll be tying jigs, I'll be taking numbers down, writing you guys down in a little booklet, and you guys will get stuff sent to you, you know. Catfish pretty much showed me how I can send some small jigs and stuff through the mail, which I thought it was pretty creative. Just some stamps and a piece of paper and some envelope, and just keep that in your envelope, you know, paper towel, wrap it up, tape it, and send her in the mail that way. That way you ain't gotta go. I ain't gotta go pay for big boxes or nothing like that. Ship it through UPS or any of that stuff. I can just send it straight through the mail. If they're small enough, that is. But nonetheless, man, yeah, that's what I got going on. I was going to tell you that channel that does anime, since you like anime, but I forgot. I do like anime a little bit, E. I'm not a huge, it says I'll hop in there if I'm not doing nothing, man. I love watching him. Austin, who are you talking about? You talking about Big S Rods? And yeah, Tina, that's what I want to do, man. I'd really like to, honestly, once I get to tying my first sets of jigs, probably my first 100, I'm going to just give away. I'm going to give to you, Tina. I'm going to give to you, E, Austin, the fishermen of my page that want to try them out. I'm going to send them. I'm going to send them and get you guys something to try out on the water to try and catch a fish. And that way you guys can let me know if they're good and that they've done well, and you guys can send me pictures or whatever, and you know, we'll go from there, man. And, eventually one day try to work it up to its being a business. Sell jigs for maybe $2-3 a piece, maybe a little more, depending on how good I am and how good I get. Who knows where this could take us, y'all. I don't like anime. I just stumbled across the guy drawing one afternoon on the live, and he's actually pretty good. Are you talking about Carver, E? You guys go check Carver family out. Tina's a big supporter over there. J-Man's a big supporter over there. Like I said, he draws everything from Freddy Krueger. My bad, not Michael Myers. He did Freddy Krueger's face with his claw. He's done Frankenstein. He's done SpongeBob. He's done me. He's done another couple set of YouTubers. The man is a freaking artiste. Like, and he downs himself sometimes, man. We'll be in there. I'll be in there in his lives, and he'll just be like, I kind of messed this up and messed that up. Which I think with any artist, they got their critiques where one thing just looks absolutely horrible with them. I used to draw and stuff myself, so if something just looked funky, even if somebody told me it looked good, I still changed it or fixed it. So I kind of know how he feels when it comes to that stuff. But he's always like, man, I don't know if my art is doing the best that it is. Artists take forever to get through that door. Um, fishermen, we get also. It takes us a while to get our feet through them planes of the door that we want to get through. So, and Carver being a painter and a drawing person and just a chat person, it's slower for him. So if you guys haven't checked him out, please, for the love of God, it's a very simple name, Carver Family. You go search him up on YouTube, give him a subscribe, go check his lives out. I don't know, Tina, did he say if he was going to do a drawing live tonight? Blind Straight's in there. There's a great crew of people that are here right now that hang out over there and love and support his work. CD's artist handwork is the guy I was talking about. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to check him out too. 'Cause I love artwork, man. I really do. One day I want my entire apartment to be like artists, there'd be like a hallway of nothing but art from artists. That'd be freaking awesome. So Win, if you want to do something up for RayRay Outdoors here, whether it might be the logo or just a drawing in general, have at it. I would love to see what you got. I really would. Maybe even like a fish or something. I don't know. Whatever you can set your mind to, have at it, man. Like, if you wanted to draw Ferris wheels and that's what you're obsessed with is the motion and the movement of a Ferris wheel. People do things like that, man. They draw everything and anything they set their mind to. Blind said Carver needs a woman friend, then he'd be straight. Yeah, I hate saying something like that because I know what it feels like to be alone. And Carver, he's got a lot on his plate to be trying to look at finding a good relationship, someone that's going to be loyal, having to learn a person again, figure that person out. Do they truly honestly care? He's not young no more, He's got a job, he's got kids, he does YouTube. And right now, I think that's Carver's main focus is his kid and pushing his algorithm to maybe one day do something decent to where his kid's like, okay, I want to be a YouTuber. I think that's honestly the mindset for Carver right now, and I love him for that, man. You set your mind to what you want, man, and don't give up on it. I got a message from a buddy of mine this morning that made me cry. His name's Tommy. Over on Facebook, he's a really good kid. He's had a rough life. He played sports when he was younger. He hung out with me. We did a lot of Lego building, a lot of video gaming. He was my neighbor. His grandma and my grandma were neighbors. And I would go to church with this kid. His grandmother, Janie at the time, taught me everything I know about God, how to pray, how to be there, and just think positive. She was a wonderful woman. Always seemed to be outgoing, loving, and never had nothing bad to say about anyone. Well, some years now that he's grown, he decided to, he's a busy guy, too busy, he definitely is. But this morning, he made a post on Facebook, and his grandma that he lived with the majority of his life pretty much called him an embarrassment to the family. And it's because he kind of gave up on his career of working and having a decent income to pursue his comedy. He's a comic. He likes to make people laugh. He's actually pretty freaking good. So I was like, you know what, man? I read the whole message, and I guess his grandma turned against him, and some of his family members turned against him. And I wrote him this morning and was just like, look, bro, I love you. I don't know what you're going through. Just keep your head up. And, bro, if that's what you feel like you can freaking do it. Like, I said, Tommy, every day that I see something like this, bro, it pushes me to continue doing this. You know, when you hear your own family, your own friends, they're like, bro, you're stupid. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. Everybody's got their own path. Everybody's got their own history to write. And like I told him, if his history and his future is going to hold being a comedian, chase it. You're going to have haters. Even your own family are going to be haters. I told him, I said, me reading your message this morning, seeing your grandma talk to you this way is the reason I wake up every day and I want to fish. Because I've had so many people around me in my life tell me that there's no way that you're going to be able to be a fisherman. There's no way that you can be out there just fishing all the time. There's no way you'll have your own merchandise. Well, here we are, and I'm not going to quit. Neither is he. And the more that people tell me that I can't, or that I'm going to have a problem, or something that is just trying to deter me from my focus, it's got to go. You know, it's got to go. And that's what I told him this morning. Even if you got to cut your grandmother off, man, it's time to go, bro. Eventually, one day, they will wake up. They will come to you and they will wake up and realize that they were wrong for saying that to you because you pursued in a dream and made it come true. There's more to life than having a high-paying career and family and whatnot. Everybody's path is different. What's right for some may not be the way for others want to go in life. Do what you want. I love you, E, for that, bro. I love you for that, dude. Like, I'm so serious. I know I've seen all the bullshit last night, and I know I see your jokes and stuff, but you are also a serious person, and that tells it right there of who you truly are. And I think Crisis needs to know that. I'm going to message him personally myself and be like, hey, I know he made a mistake. But we talked in the chat. He's actually a really good dude. And, you know, you should let him back in. I think he's had his warning. He understands that you don't want no craziness in there and that you just want honest and supportive people. So, but nonetheless, thank you, E. Thank you. And anybody else that's just coming in, double tap the screen. Don't be shy. Let everybody know what you got going on in the chat. $30 minutes in, 10 thumbs up. Got 3 in the chat. It is, what's the time right now? We are at 12:10. And right now we're going to hope that maybe a few more people will jump in and come holler at us and see how the day's going. But if not, I thank each and every one of y'all for coming in here and hanging out with me today. Yeah, man, I want to get people to come over and hang out on Carver's page, man. Oh, don't worry about that. Like he said, he's unapologetic. He's unapologetically him. I'm also unapologetically me. And in my case, that's usually a big time shit talker. That's just who I am. Me and you sound like we get along, E. Sound like me and you get along just fine, brother. You're not far from me either. You said you was up in South Carolina, right? Come fish, man. Come hang out, man. I'd like to meet you, dude. Bring some of your little animals. Maybe we can get them to eat. Might make Chad take me fishing some. Hey, Tina, you wind up the rod and get everything ready so that he has no choice. You know what I mean? Wind everything, which I think Chad's the type to be like, hell yeah, let's go to the river. But, you know, if he's in one of those moods this morning, you're like, I'm about to sneak it in on him and just go drop everything in the truck real quick and be like, hey, honey, let's go fishing. Everything's in the truck already. Aaron, how's it going, man? Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for saying hello. Appreciate you, dog. Nah, I'm all the way over in M. In M, is that New Mexico? New Mexico? Yep, okay. Yep, that's where my wife's from, man. Oh yeah, you said you were up in the. If I'm not mistaken, was that you last night that said you was up in the northern woods of, in the mountains of New Mexico? Aaron, yeah, you said you was in Minnesota. You talked the other day. Y'all got ice up there still. That's gotta suck, man. Meanwhile, here in the States, we get down towards California. California and Texas, it's 100 degrees outside. It's freaking ridiculous. No, I'm not in flat ass New Mexico, lol. Oh man, where you at, Lenny? He said, hell no, that place is too flat for me, dog. I feel you. Not only is it flat, but then you get so far into there. And nobody pays attention to this, man. Nobody. They got an entire city in this fucking bowl. If anybody's been to New Mexico, the city of New Mexico, when you're up on the mountains out there in the Rio, there's a big bowl, and the city's right in the middle of it. And no one's gonna sit and tell anybody why that big ass fucking bowl is right there. Where the fuck's the debris? I want to know, because that's an asteroid hole, first out, that probably hit hundreds of thousands of years ago. If you ask me, and to be honest with it, it's just massive, dude. And it looks like if a rock from space was to bump into us that size, it probably caused catastrophic failures, earthquakes, fucking everything, dude. It could only be imaginable what it actually done. Aaron said it was the aliens. What? I'm guessing you need the toilet? Yep. Go on here and stand in the kitchen with you guys while she's using the potty. Where is the phone stand at? Hi, Baba. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, son. You see the phone stand anywhere? So Daddy can use it? If not, I guess I'll just prop them up here. Prop you guys up right like so. New Mexico has it all, to be honest. It has grasslands, it has deserts, it has mountains. It even has forests. It's the fourth and fifth largest state, so it's probably good size. Yeah, well, my wife, when she lived there, she pretty much told me that the majority of it's dry. They do have forests, they do have mountains and stuff like that there as well. But if anybody's ever been to Pennsylvania, no place in America has mountains like the Alps. The Appalachian Mountains that run from all the way from New York through Pennsylvania down to West Virginia, through Kentucky and through Tennessee, a mountain range that runs through 5 different states. That's where I live. What town did she live in? Albuquerque. She lived right in the heart. She lived in one of the worst places. I would love to hike the Appalachian Trail. No, you wouldn't. You say it. I said it too. No, you don't. No, you don't, dog. I'm telling you right now, I love moving. I'm the type of, look at me, I'm small. So I'm a moving motherfucker. You know, I get out there in the woods, I do my fishing, I do everything. The moment I moved out to State College, where I used to live about a year ago, we lived right next to the Appalachian Trail that would run you all the way through the state, all the way down to West Virginia, to Tennessee, Kentucky. You could take that one trail all that way in the woods, in the mountains, which is kind of wild. However, man, it would take days. It would take so much food. And one thing that you're going to definitely need on that course, you know, protein bars and stuff like that. Yeah, they may help you, but at the end of the day, bro, you're going to need to be able to catch fish. You're going to need to be able to find wild foods out there for yourself, because the lack of protein, lack of energy along those trails is going to be immaculate. Oh, Albuquerque, a shithole. Way too much crime there. Yep. Yep. Drugs, violence, and just killing. That's all that's in Albuquerque. I'm sorry, but it comes from the cartels. Every fucking Hispanic or any of that down there in New Mexico, I have nothing against them. But if they're not Native American, they come from Mexico, and most of them are all cartel. That's the issue that we're having right now in the U.S. Oh, nice. I'm dropping y'all. Where's this phone stand, dear?
I don't know. Right behind the TV.
You people move everywhere, man. Between you and my son, I have to go on searching sprees for things. It's nowhere to be found. That aggravates me. Things like that is what gets under my skin. What's your guys' pet peeves? Because I know everybody has their own pet peeves that just like absolutely digs under their skin. And for me, it's when you have something that you just used and it just vanishes out from underneath your fucking hands and can't find it.
I didn't touch it.
I'm thinking he got a hold of it. My son. It takes like 6 months to hike the entire thing, and you pass through towns with Walmarts and whatnot. That's where you restock for supplies. Okay, you're right. Austin, I know Mifflin County is okay fishing. There's actually some great fishing out there, Austin. And now that I'm not out there, now that I won't be out there for a while to do some fishing. Next chance that I do, I don't know if it's your brother who also follows me or whatnot on here, but maybe you guys need to talk and get together and us do some meeting, man, and actually me put you guys on some fish because I know where they're at down there. I don't even live there no more, but I know exactly where to go for wild browns. I know where to go for native brook trout, and I also know where to go for a bunch of holdover stock trout. So, and they're all along the Kish Creek. They're all along a few other creeks out towards the state park. And it's just a handful to get in there too and stuff like that, but nonetheless there's good fish in there. It's like 2,200 miles or 2,600 miles long. It would take me like 1,000 days to hike the entire thing. LOL. Yeah, man, that's like 2 or 3 years, man. It's it'd be a lot, man, to just be going walking and hiking. Me, I would at least want it to be something like a camping excursion, something like maybe hammock swinging and fish frying and just having a great time. But I've seen people do it, man. There's people out here that do that. They go on these massive walks, and then you just don't see them forever. Exactly, E. Exactly. That's why I love being out there too, man. I'm hoping that this April 4th, when we go to this trout opener, I hope we get the same experience that we got the last couple years, where eagles will fly over the lake and they'll set and scope trout out as they're flying over. And then out of nowhere, man, they'll just dive down, smash right into the water, snatch a fish up, and fly away. I think it's one of the coolest things. Cam in the house, double tap the screen, Cam. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Glad to see you come in. Top of the afternoon or morning to you. Having my nice little cup of Joe. We're just in here chilling, talking to everybody. How's your day going, Cam? I hear you there, Austin. I hear you there, buddy. Why you got the Laffy Taffy? Kid's got the good stuff. He knows what to do. Oh, me not having this phone stand's aggravating me. It really is. Because normally I could just set you guys up and I'd be able to just talk to you, but right now I'm having to hold you in my hand. It's aggravating. Aggravating. I'm tired of waiting. So, my wife got something for Christmas this past Christmas that my mother bought for her. My mom got more for her than she did for me this year, which I was actually surprised and happy, but also disappointed. Because, you know, I was like, yeah, Mom, you didn't get me nothing. But she did get the kids stuff. She did get my wife something, so I was happy, regardless. But she got these. These are, I don't know if anybody's a Harry Potter fan in here, but these are Harry Potter spatulas and spoons for cooking. And I told her not to use the damn things, but here we are where she's used one. But they're nice. They feel good. They, you know, they don't have that rough feeling like most wood spatulas and stuff do. It's really soft and smooth. I think they're pretty freaking cool. Honestly, I would like to get an artist, if she wasn't going to use these, and paint them, like the little crevices and stuff, and color them in so that she could hang them on the wall somewhere, you know, and they can just be displayed. But maybe that's what I'll do. I'll buy her another set of them and do that with them.
I like using them.
Yeah, but they're not, in my opinion, they're not made for use. What do you guys think? Do you think those are made to use to cook with, or do you think those are just made for display?
I think they're made to use. When am I going to the dispo?
Uh-huh.
When am I going to the...
Now.
I've been waiting for you to tell me that you're ready for me to go.
I've been waiting for you, dear. I told you when I went in here to go do my live stream that whenever you're ready, go ahead and head out and go do your thing. And you were like, okay, I will after I eat. Probably for display. Yeah, that's what I thought too, but she loves it, so I couldn't say no that she can't use it. It was her Christmas gift. But yeah, I could just see them like hanging up on a wall. You know, maybe back here where we cook and stuff on the wall right here, you know, and just it's just displayed. What time is it? All right, I'm going to set you guys up. We're going to get these kids rotated around and stuff. I'm going to set you guys in the bathroom temporarily. Y'all don't go nowhere. Talk amongst yourselves if you can. Cam, E, whoever else is in here. And if you haven't already, double tap the screen.
Hello. Good morning. So she's being held, so she's comfy. She doesn't like being kissed. Yeah. Yeah, we'll sit for a second. Wow. Probably for display. I don't know. I like using them to cook. There we go. That's better. Give me my arm pats. Oh, okay. Nothing. She decided it was time to sit up. Say hello. She's giving you guys a little smile. Got one person left in here. Everybody was like, yeah, I know. Who's in here? What's the one person? Or yeah, you keep saying that sometimes people will still be in here. They're just not commenting nothing.
Yeah, I think sometimes,
Yes, I did. I grew up in Albuquerque.
but yeah, sometimes what it is, I don't think it registers people as there if they don't comment frequently. Yeah, like if you just set your phone up and you walk away from it, I think that's what happens.
Yeah, she's...
Bed's still out and stuff, but I just got him put in his chair.
Okay.
It's almost 3 hours from where I'm at. Yeah, man. She got out of that place and she'll never go back. The only way she'll go back to that place is if just to visit family. That's it. We actually had plans to go down there this June, but since she's racked up almost $1,500 in tickets, I don't think we're going anywhere out of state this year until shit gets taken care of. E-Man, thank you for being a loyal person, man, and hanging out in here until the end, bro. I don't blame her. I'd avoid that place any way I can. Yeah, man. I'm proud of her, man. If there's anything I'm proud of her for, it's definitely leaving that place behind. It was hard for her because, you know, it's where her grandma lived. It's where she met most of her friends, but it's also where she picked up her drug habit. Drugs are bad, man. They'll ruin your life. And she was on meth. I was on meth in my home state. We both moved here to this state and got clean. And now we are a happy family together. We are that 1%. I think there's a 1 or 2% that makes it out here in the world. Is it 1 or 2? I can't remember. And people get tattoos of it, representing that they are the 1 or 2% in the world that manage to get away from drugs and get their life back on track. I don't blame her. Okay. We got 4 in the chat. If you're just coming in, making sure you double tap in the screen and let everybody in the chat know what you got going on. The only one in here right now talking, though, is E. I appreciate whoever it is coming in, double tapping, and hollering, man. You guys are great people. Got a great little page going here in the last bits and a while. Dayton. How's it going, brother? How are you doing, man? I'm sure, what is today? Is it Tuesday? Wednesday afternoon. How's your Wednesday afternoon? Hey, Justin's back in for a minute. I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you. Pretty good, Dayton. Pretty good, man. We're just holding out, man. We got 9 days until the fishing opener, and just chatting it up, meeting new people, hanging out. I ate breakfast this morning, drank my coffee with some people. Other than that, we're just vibing, man. We're just vibing. Dayton, you doing any fishing lately? You're from here, right? If I'm not mistaken, you're the other person that lives down in Burnham. Yeah, you gotta. It seems like it does that with every live stream. Even if you come back in, you'll have to do it again. It's kind of annoying, in my opinion. I had to do it last night for. I may have to do it again right now. Yep. See, top messages, all messages. See, so if I was, yep. See, Dragon E, tell RayRay to check it. I did. There you go, bro. He's like, bro, I've been writing you and I can't get you to respond. Whoa, please. Need some DO for that BO? He said, finally! I'm sorry, Cam.
What?
He's been in here for a minute. I've been talking for like an hour.
Oh, no.
Poor Cam. I'm sorry, bro. I got to make sure when I start my live that that's the first thing I do is set all my comments to all comments.
Yeah.
I've been talking for like an hour. Oh, I told him right as he did it.
Damn. Sorry, Cameron.
I'm sorry, bro. It sucks, man. I don't know why it does that to people. In a few weeks, it's gonna be time for the topwater bite down her.
Alright, you guys.
And bass. We're at Dayton. Thank you, E. I'm almost done, my love. Just go do your thing, and if they get too out of hand, I'll go in there. Oh, Hickory. Where's that at? I'm in PA. I'm gonna get old Latrobe right now. I'm looking forward to going fishing at Mammoth Lake. I can't wait. Towards Nashville. Okay, okay. Yeah, Tennessee's got some good fishing, man. Kentucky does too. He said, what the fuck are hickory fish? They must taste smoked or something, man. She knows that she's about to lose all the attention. We got 5 in the chat. If you're just coming in, double tap the screen. And don't be shy. Let the chat know what you got going on. Drop it down in the comment section. Dayton, yes we do. That's why I was thinking, LOL. Oh, I thought it was a type of fish I have never heard of. Yes, Kentucky Lake is supposed to be on fire. Go fish some bars and stuff with the crankbait. Hell yeah. Don't forget to sub and double tap that screen for our boy RayRay Outdoors. Show some love. Thank you, bro. Fish Focus jumping in. Double tap the screen, brother. We greatly appreciate you for joining in this morning. Got some great people in here hanging out. We're talking fishing. We're talking life. We're talking coffee. We're talking about everything today. Talking about everything today. Wife's about to go hit the disc piano. And
What?
have a good day today. I don't have it. I can't stand somebody that can't use their own hands and their own eyes. I got some stuff I gotta get done this morning, so I'm gonna hop off. Take care, brother. Thank you for jumping in and being positive today, man. We love you. Up in Alabama, we all had 15 pounds on Sunday. Who else? Anybody else? Welcome in fish. Had a small bag of Guntersville Lake Saturday, 15 pounds collectively. We're a few 5-pounders, and Sunday we caught more numbers and a few 3-pounders. Hell yeah, dude. Dragon. See it, E. Yeah, man, no, just, my kids were aggravating her in there while she was having to put my daughter in her playpen and give her bottle, and then she's also in there trying to get dressed to leave. But she'll sit there and worry about that stuff instead of focusing on getting out the door. The kids are fine. My daughter's in her playpen. My son's in his high chair. They're eating. And like I told her, it's like when they're frustrating you like this and you ain't got medicine, you need to just go. Go breathe. Get out of here. Go get what you need and come back and be normal. Facts, E. Catch us on the next one, man. Fish Focus, what you doing over there, bro? Are you still in here? What you up to this morning, brother? You getting on any fish or any of that? You going to hit any delayed harvest or any of that? Do I do much bass fishing? Actually, Dayton, yeah. I actually just posted a short the other day of me catching a bass. I have a bait company that I actually do some work for his baits. He sends me baits and I promote them and make videos with them. Like I said, I don't just do the live streams. You guys go check out my other stuff. you'll be able to see how I progressed, man, from a year and a half ago till like last fall. Some of my videos were longer, wasn't talking to the camera as much because I was new to it. But if you watch some of them older ones and you work your way all the way up to the most recent, you'll notice the big difference in editing skills, talking to the camera, more fish, etc. Nice. If you don't mind me asking, what company is it? Rip and Lip Lures. I'll show you a couple of packs of their baits if you'd like. Hold on. He does more than just the Senkos. That's what I get from him. He has a huge variety of Senkos to pick from. But at the end of the day, I like to use a specific kind from him. I'll open this up and I'll give you a good view of my whole tackle here. Alright, here we go. So, up top, as you guys can see, we got quite a bit of jerk baits, swim baits, all kinds of stuff. Jigs with spinners on them. Check this guy out. Anybody ever seen a coin jig, man? This is insane. A coin, I want to say spinner. Got some good things for that, and then I have trailers as well. But this is Rip and Lip Lures right here. This is my favorite bait by him. I throw this on pretty much just a wacky rig, and the bass go crazy for the bleeding shad. They love the bleeding shad. There's some blue ones, some flake in it. These are old packs too, man. He sent me these a long time ago. I had a bunch of them, and I've just held them here, man. Another Rip and Lip. This one here is a cherry seed. And then there's another couple companies in here. We got Kiefer Tackle over on Facebook. He's another great person. He gives out some really good trailers for his jigs and stuff. Which, where is his jig at? He also sent me over some Senkos as well. They're dark purple, man, with purple flake in them. These, I don't even want to touch, because I know these could be dangerous. Them are going to be dangerous. Pandemic Plastics, another Facebook bait company, makes soft plastics and worms. I really haven't gotten to trying them out. Kiefer Tackle, like I said. And then also, we have who created this and this. His name is Southern Goon over on Facebook. He creates pretty much anything from baits to, you know, if you need a apparel created, if you need any of that stuff, it's there. He can do it for you. Cheap at pricing and not terrible either. If you need crappy jigs, buy Kiefer Tackle. He's got that. He's got some little minnows and little scuds or whatever you want to call these for crappie. Stash Jigs. These are from Stash Jigs. I've used these maybe a handful of times. We'll pull these out and show them off to you guys. I've actually never really done that on here. These are hand tied. I would honestly think this here is going to be for a striper of some sort. But check that little crab out there, bud. Check him out. Tell me this ain't freaking cool, dude. I thought this was one of the coolest jigs I have ever had in my life, honestly. I think it's pretty awesome. And then he does these like grubs, man. It's a little grub on a hook. And what sucks is, you know, these hooks were so big. They're really big hooks, so it's kind of hard to catch small trout on them, or medium-sized trout. However, the design on these little bug ties, you know, it looks like a bug on the hook, or half of a worm, or maybe even a mealworm. The one that I was doing very good on, like I've never even seen a hook set up like this. You got a hook in the back and in the front, which I think is pretty freaking cool. Yeah, man, like I said, he tied me up a bunch of these. His name is not Stash Jigs on Facebook no more. He's over in New York. You can look up Stash Jigs and that will pop up. However, he's from New York. His name has changed a little bit, but nonetheless, pretty freaking cool. Check this one out. Little, I want to say that's raccoon hair, raccoon or skunk tail, with a flapper with a couple eyes, and that. I think this is supposed to mimic like a crawdad. I bet you a smallmouth will be all over that. Bill Kirk. There you go, doodah. How you doing, brother? I'm over here showing off, showing everything we got in the tackle. I still got everything, brother. I still got it, man. I won't let them go. I will say I've used them to where some of the plastics and stuff are coming off in the back. Yeah, man. Little Scuddy jigs, man. That's good, doodah. That is very good. Bill Kirk on Facebook, guys. He also does some really cool ass jerk bait crawls, but out of real crawdadded bodies. He paints them up, makes them look freaking fire, man. Allison, I got a massive collection. This ain't nothing. I don't know if you guys seen the tackle box over here that I'm showing off. There's a hand painted with some eyeballs, a little, what would you call this, a spook or a popper? But this is going to be good for the ocean if I ever make it down there. Yeah, man, we got a large variety of baits. Even this I even have squid jigs, man. This is for squid down at the ocean. Just toss it out there and the squid will wrap its tentacles around the end of that. And you just slowly pull it up. And then the person that birthed me to the bait industry, the people that pretty much helped me get this page going, get my Facebook page going, and to be able to be like, yeah, that guy does good work on the water. Mutsy's Baits. We're going to show them off real quick. Mutsy's Baits, a great bait company. Couldn't ask for a blessing like they gave me. This is theirs. Their bait company. It's old, man. This is an original pack. And then their phone number and stuff to their company on the back. They're in they're made in Herman, MO. So I'm guessing, where's MO at, guys? Missouri. That's where they're at. They're in Missouri. And here's something that they got over there. They got some of your smaller hagamites. They have some baby swirly tails. These are for I'm gonna be real, I think these are for crappie. Crappie, bluegill on a good day, very little. And then I've tried these for trout. They just are not a fan. But if you can find the right colors and the right kind, these do work very well for trout. And then my favorite, the one bait that worked so well through ice fishing season and just fishing in general. Smallmouth love these as well. I want you guys to check out this crawl, which is a pretty basic normal size for smallmouth or something of that nature. But then check out this little guy. These are where it's at. Micro baby crawdad. This guy right here will put some damage on the smallmouth. They will tear this thing apart. But they love crawls, man. And when I get the opportunity, those will be going to use for that. Exactly. But some of my smallmouth lakes and creeks are a bit away from me. They pretty much where I used to live. Mutsy's. Yeah, man. I've gotten some of the trout really here don't like the crawls in PA. These little bitty guys, I thought the same thing. I was like, ooh, gold flake. They look good. Maybe they'll eat them. No. And I think the reason they don't feast on the crawdads as much is because Pennsylvania has a large fishing environment. Not just the trout and the regular fish, but also like minnows. I think there's like, don't quote me on this, but if I'm not mistaken, there's like 300 something odd fish species here in PA. And majority of them live in the creek streams and get eaten by trout and stuff like that. Oh, I put my tag this back in there. Yep, this is the same original pack that they sent me. Same original sticker. And I try to hang on to this stuff, you know, because one day all of that'll change. Maybe they get big. And then one day I can just send them a picture of this and they're going to be like, holy crap, dude. Like, you have something that is ancient, years old. It's even taped up, so it don't do no damage to it. It's waterproof and stuff. I always do that to things like this. Just a heads up for anybody else. Make sure you tape up your logos and stuff like that on your bait packs, because if not, water is just going to destroy it. And then you lose it. We got 3 in the chat, 15 likes. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I'm thinking about going until the wife gets back here. So you guys hang around, chat it up. I'd appreciate it. Dragon, I've got a native buddy here in Canada who makes lures out of wood. They actually work really good. Dragon, you're lying. You're lying, bro. That would be awesome to get, man. Like, I would kill for that, dude. A wooden lure, man, to represent. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And it is just one. Oh. Laminate that shit, yeah. Alright, I think we'll go until about the 1:30 mark. We might just go until about then. Get some people, a couple other people in here to chat and talk. Yeah, I showed off all those. Let's show off this wild bait that I got here. This looks like it would be for dinosaurs. It's a giant rat bait. Usually there's a giant tail hanging off the end of it. And it's also missing an eyeball, which tells me that this bait has probably used and caught some tiger muskie or pike. That's what they're used for. And what I want to do with this bait is one day maybe send it over to one of my favorite YouTubers, such as Carver Family over there. And he can do a little paint job on this, man. And after he paints it up and everything, and we get a good little, I don't know, maybe like a pole or something on it, or a drawing for everyone, so that everyone has a chance at this thing for free. And yeah, give it away on his page after he paints it. He said it looks like a damn shark lure. It does, dude. When I fucking got it gave to me, I was like, holy crap, I've never owned a bait so big, you know? Thought it was the coolest thing ever. Yep. Yeah, man, I got plenty of bait, man. And you know what's crazy? I got all these baits and stuff, and none of them usually are for trout. None of them, man. Most of them are used for catfish or striper, or, and then the bass baits down there. Whenever we get to the bass ponds, I will be using the lures, like the soft plastics and stuff like that. But as far as like the hard plastic, all these swim baits and stuff like that, they don't get used much. They do not get used much. Thing would be 60 pounds. Yeah, bro. That's what them baits catch, man. Massive, massive fish. Seven tree. Hip roof box. 2059. Alright, we're at 120. Nobody else is jumping in. Come on. Somebody jump in this thing. be fighting a fish that big for hours. Yeah, Dragon. That also is because it wouldn't take hours. It'd take minutes. But you with a bait that big, you're gonna want a really big rod and some really strong string, braid preferably, so it don't cut whenever it hits the fish's mouth. Because, or even maybe a wire leader. The tiger, muskie, and pike are so ferocious and they have such big teeth in their mouth. They're like a shark, and if they touch the string, if you're just running straight line, they'll swallow that bait and it'll be gone. So you gotta have some really sturdy line, and like I said, possibly even a wire leader to keep from the fish biting through it. But nonetheless, we're still here and we're still hanging. So we'll see if we get any more people coming in swinging. Sorry about that. I'm over here packing me a little something to smoke on. And I figured somebody else would jump up in here, man. Crisis or one of the boys or something. Where y'all at, Cam? I appreciate you, Cam, showing you're a real one. And that's what makes me want to come down there so much, too. Probably one of the hip attachments so they don't rip the pole out of your hands. Yeah. What we get is we get these massive like metal tubes or PVC pipes or whatever, and we hammer them motherfuckers all the way into the ground. Dink, dink. If you're using cut bait or whatever, you just cast it out there and let it sit. But with that bait, that jerk bait, or that swim bait, it's gonna be all in the hands. You're gonna be fighting that mother. There's no way around it, especially using a lure like that. But if you were using like cut bait or a minnow or something on bottom, and you just want to set your rod and it'll just bend and you go after it that way, you can do that too. Oh, we got somebody else here. If you just go there, double tap the screen and let everybody know what you got going on down in the chat. Hot diggity dog. And just like that, they're in and they're out. Oh man. Cam, y'all gonna be on the game today? I was thinking about getting on with you guys here in a little bit. I didn't know if you guys were on last night or what, so I wasn't, I don't try to bother y'all too much, man, with the video game. Yep, Dragon, that's a very common thing to do, is to put your rods on the shoreline in like a pipe or something of that nature. That way, when the fish goes to yank that damn thing, it's not going nowhere. Because I tell you, man, you guys will get to witness it. I use just some sticks, okay, and I'll put my rods on the sticks. And when I do that, there's been times where I'll walk away and my rod just about jump over the stick and the fish take it. So be sure to tune in on April 4th, man. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how it's going to turn out. There will be fish caught, and it will be a good time, though, for sure. Oh, fuck. Got 3 in the chat. Double tap the screen if you're just coming in. Greatly appreciate you. We're here talking, sharing love, prosperity, and just letting everybody know what we got going on down in the chat, talking with everybody. So if you got something special going on in your life and you want everybody to know, come on in and have a conversation about it. I'm gonna be online for sure. I was playing last night too. Thought I got Rocket League downloaded again for you and Joseph. LOL. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. I think that's me and Joseph's problem over there in Rocket League, man. We can't find a good third, man. Somebody that's just like, I don't know. And like I told him, it's hard to even find a good set of people on Rocket League to play with consistently, is because there's not very many, and most of the people that play it anymore are new and they're coming into the game and just learning, you know. So, but nonetheless, right on, right on. No, actually, I'll probably hop on there and play some Siege with y'all later. You, Mason, and Joseph, and shit like that, man. I've been trying to get back into combat games, man, like shooting and shit. Anymore, I play Fortnite, and it's just too much, man. There's just too much going on in Fortnite. Can't keep up with it all. Set up this. Shit them up like this. Let us hear a fucking fly fall. Okay. It was a piece of wood. No, this one don't want to stand for some reason. Maybe this one. Yep, there we go. There we go. You wanna visit falling down, hanging on the inside of town. Oh, Smokey, yeah, you know we got around. But me and my boys, we just heading out of town. Singing life, yeah, we hanging at the bar. Me and my little car. Swinging round old fishing rods. Yeah, oh my, give the glory to God. Had a couple people come in. Didn't say nothing. Just, hi, bye. Walker, Texas, Power Rangers. Y'all ever heard of a cowboy Power Ranger? Walker, Texas, cowboy Power Ranger. I can't believe fucking Walker, Texas is gone, man. I don't know, Cam. What it is, it's just like on TikTok. People will scroll, stop, and see, look, hang out for a second. Keep scrolling. They're doom scrollers, what we call them. We call them doomies. They gave us a like, whoever it was. So thank you, whoever you are. Their like, their support means more than, you know, just chatting, in my opinion. That's what I'm looking for, is just someone, people to come in and say hi, hello, and, you know, give a like and check out the fishing content, man. That's what I like to do, man. Push the algorithm, as they call it. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. Yeah, we're at 1:30. We're gonna give her 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to see if somebody comes in and hangs out. But what I think it is that it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I said this the other day, Dragon. If I don't get to do a live stream from the time of 9 in the morning to about noon, those are going to be my peak times for content and interaction. Anywhere from 12 o'clock to maybe 4 or 5, you got people getting in and out of school. You got people coming in and out of work. You got people doing a lot of things. So it's hard to get people to come in here and check out the page during those hours. So pretty much you just roll with the punches and do what you can. So here recently I'm going to go with morning hours and late afternoon hours. And then during the day, such as 2, 3, 4 o'clock, I'll do a short. I'll make me a short and I'll get that posted. I've been averaging 1,000 views a day at least. So that's my goal. In the past 16 days, I've had over 21,000 viewers. So I've been doing really good, man. Actually have. Even though the things are slow here in the live, it helps. So could at least give us a wave, man. Yeah, it could at least be like, hi, you know, kind of how you do whenever you can't comment very often. Oh, I'm gonna show you, since you're in here, I'll show you what I'm gonna plan on using come opener. We got a bass lake near where we go trout fishing, so I'm gonna throw some trout baits this season, or some bass baits this season, some newer ones. Check out that frog swimmer, and then on the back it's got like a propeller. So what this does, it just sits on the top of the water, and as you pull it, this right here will flop and make a splash. Gotta love this, man. And as you hear, that's going to drive the bass insane. Then I did an unboxing on this live. It got me 1,500 views. It's a beautiful colored up jerk bait. Usually people use these for like tiger muskie or pike, but bass do and will hit these. So, and it has a nice little rattle to it as well. And then the pride and joy here that I'm going to be using for trout season. I can't wait to make a video with these. Catfish Terry's jigs. We will be putting them to a full active swing after the opener. That way I have some time to get some film in, catch some fish on those jigs, and make a video out of it. That's the goal. That's what I do with a lot of the companies that I get baits for and stuff. So I've done work for Mutsies like that, where I've gotten out and made a video for them. Ripping Lip Lures, I've gotten out and made a video for them. Kiefer Tackle, he is still one that I have yet to get out there and get a fish on with his baits. I'm going to do my best this year. I have a couple bass baits that could work, and I'm going to go out there and give her hell on the bass ponds this year with his baits and some of the stuff that he's given me in the past to get a video in for him as well. So I got some time that's due out on the water for some people. And you know, it's kind of like a job. Not only that, I'm over here doing this, pushing the algorithm, trying to talk to people. So it can be what Carver family was talking about. It can be definitely very frustrating. It can be a lot of work doing this YouTube stuff. It really can. That bait has some awesome bright colors. Yeah, like I said, usually that bait would be used for like a tiger muskie or maybe even walleye or a pike, which I don't know if you even know what any of those fish are. But if you do the research, you'll see what they look like and why it would make sense that they'd take and chase down something with high color and vibrant looks. Even with that rat bait, it's just something in their nature. When they see something bright and big, they need to chase it. So let me check these little kiddos real quick. We're at 1:35 anyway. I think we're about to get ready to sum it on up here. We ain't getting nobody else coming in chatting it up, so I think it'd be best if we just go ahead and do part our ways. Yeah, I know what they are. Yeah, those are pike and tiger muskie, man. They're fun to catch, but they're hard to get your hands on here in PA because they're well fed. We stock so many trout each year that the tiger muskie and the pike, they just get so full. Literally, because we stock them in the creek streams, and the nature of a trout is kind of like a salmon. So what they do is they'll go from the creek streams and go upstream until they find themselves a river, and then from that river they'll swim all the way up the stream of the river until they find an ocean. They'll go out there and they'll live for a while in a pack. They'll eat, and then they'll come back and they will find their way to the exact place that they were put in at. And their meat will change as well. Their meat will go from a clear, white, vibrant to orange-ish, reddish meat. So, but hey, man, thank you for joining. I'll see you in a little bit, Cam. Everybody that has joined in or that will come in and check out the live stream after it's already posted, I greatly appreciate you guys. Be sure to look. I said it. As soon as I go to get ready to freaking leave and end my live, somebody comes in. I just took these down too, Crisis. Over here showing off stuff for the day. Some of these baits and stuff like that. I'm here, damn it. I know. So we ain't going nowhere then. We're here. But yeah, man, we're just showing stuff off this morning, having a chat, had my breakfast, drank my coffee, and as you can see, we got 15 likes, pretty good. Usually it could be quite a bit worse. Can I see that? I didn't even know you was here.
Yeah.
She back, y'all. She back. Mama's back. Clear the lungs here. Yep, Dragon's in here. He's been the only one in here, Crisis. He's been the only one in here for the past 30 minutes, man. Yes. E was in here. Wen was in here. E apologizes sincerely. Last night was a little bit, I think he got you at a bad time. And that's what I told him, man. You got to be careful in there. You know, that's why when I come in there, I slept in like a scumbag. Ain't nothing wrong with sleeping in, bro. You deserve it, man. You need to take a whole day and just rest completely, in my opinion. You're a hard-working son of a bitch. And I'm proud of you, bro. If nobody out here tells you that, and I'm sure you have from Uncle and a selected few of others, but I'm genuinely proud of you, bro. Genuinely, from the crow's heart, man. You're a special human being, and you're gonna go places, bro. I promise. He says I give everybody a couple chances. Was he just being funny? Yeah, that's all he was doing. Like I told him, I said what happens is we get a lot of newcomers coming in there to your page, and when that happens, you can't just when he's reading all these comments where people are just coming in and he don't even know what they're meaning by half the stuff that they're talking about. He's just, expressing like some of the trolls and stuff. You'll get back at them or whatever, and then it's just like right after some people try to do jokes, and I think it's just bad timing. There's times for jokes and there's times to not be joking, and I think last night that was the case of it. You were being sincere. You were being very genuine and heartfelt. It was a heartfelt moment, and he kind of just threw something in there that just had nothing to do with it, was kind of not even, part of the conversation. And That, like I told him, we just don't want that in there, man. We want positive. We want interaction. We want good. That's it. And if we can just have that, then you're always welcome. But when you're in a serious moment and he's talking about something serious, you can't sit and joke right after. You know.
Yeah, bad timing for sure. We try to create a space where people can be vulnerable. You called it, Ray. You smart, tall glass, yum yum. Yes, preach. Yeah, there's definitely a right time to make jokes, man.
Yeah, and that's what it is, man. That's what it was. It definitely was. Cheers. I know. Crisis. I see it in you every time, man. That's one thing I'm very proud of you for. Because you're in a state where some of the best cannabis in the world is. In the world. And you were strong enough to be like, you know what, I'm done. And honestly, I think you said you were done because you were heavily addicted. You know, you couldn't eat without it. You couldn't sleep without it. You couldn't wake up without it. And I was at that point one time in my life as well. I have an unlimited amount of source to where I can go to the dispo. I can get 360 grams of flour a month. That's not including the carts. That's not including my wax. That's not including my edibles. I can get all of that stuff. And the amount of flour that I probably smoke a month is probably an eighth, 3 grams. The most I normally get is right here.
Monetized?
As long as it's not in there and I'm not smoking it, dear.
Oh, okay.
This pen here lasts me for 3-4 days, and that's between me and my wife. It's all about dosage, man. I tried to put it in the comments last night, but I ain't trying to talk too much about it in your live. But 1 gram of cannabis, which most people will take it, throw it in a full joint or a blunt wrap, and it's all gone right then and there. 1 gram of cannabis is actually 10 to 15 doses. So you're taking 10 to 15 doses at once when you smoke that whole joint or, you know, any of that stuff.
I got an ounce of flour a week.
Yeah, that used to be me. My a little known story, my brother, he used to be heavily trafficked out to California, and he'd come back with a lot of product, a lot, to where he even just came to me and was like, look, I know you know what to do with it. Here you go. Hand me a pound, hand me an ounce of wax, and let me do my job. And I used to do that for 4 years, up until everything fell on its face, and he was no longer able to bless me that way. So what happened is, pretty much, I just quit dealing with that mess, you know. But during those phases, it kind of was this peak of my addiction. I did the same thing you did, Crisis. I would smoke an ounce of weed a day, or I would sell all my weed and I just smoke all my wax, which I'm sure you know what the wax can do to you. It make it But since I moved to Pennsylvania, I've lowered my tolerance. I only do doses now. I don't do more than just a dose. I've had this pen right here in front of me the whole time since she's been home, and I still haven't even hit me. And why? Is because there's you got to learn to overcome that urge of I need it. It's so hard because I used to be the same freaking way. But at the end of the day, if you can get that under control and use it as a medication, not as a abused substance, then it can be very good for you. It can be beneficial, mood stabilizer, all of that. So, but to your case in point, you have a very addictive personality. So I 100% understand why you're like, I gotta get this out of my life. He said, yeah, you seem different right now. Why I seem different?
You trying to wait longer in the morning?
What to smoke?
Cash jumping in. Hey guys, I'm working, but I'll keep you going in the background. Cash, you're freaking awesome. I am extremist to the end.
Yeah, man. And I think if you could get that mindset out, and I think what it'll take is for you to stay clean for about a year or so. It's what I had to do. Obviously, I didn't stay clean off of everything. But once I got completely clean off everything, and then I turned back to cannabis, it was like a game changer. It was literally, but I held myself accountable. You gotta hold yourself accountable. It's just like in life, you know how you hold yourself accountable to work. Your work ethic is the main thing to your life, right? If you can do the same thing for your medication, not only is it going to benefit you, but also it's going to benefit everything around you, such as your channel, such as you know, when somebody comes in there with a stupid comment, you're not going to get frustrated and none of that. You're just going to like, have a good day, man. You know, I don't know. And there's times where I do see that with you, where you can definitely tell things are starting to get up underneath your skin with some of the stuff people are saying. But you're a strong man, dude, and I'm proud of you. He said you look healthy and happy. I'm trying, man. I mean, other than these freaking pimples from sweating the last few days. My man, self-accountability is key. Bro, you're speaking like me right now. Is this a crow live? No, but I have that crow DNA in me, brother. I have the crow DNA in me since the day that it started, and it will be there to the day that I die. And I promise you, I don't have tattoos right now. But me and my wife have talked about couple tattoos, and once that happens, I want to get the crow on me. Even if it's like a half a wing, a crow's wing. You know what I mean? Because technically, I'm not the crow. You are the crow. We are the wings of the crow. We are what helps you fly. We are the ones that help you glide. And also, we're the ones that get you safely to the air and to the ground. So, I don't know, man. It's just something about me, man. I love spreading love, positivity, joy. And before, I wasn't like that. Before, I could care less who even died. I could care less if I walked outside and shot somebody, because I used to be that guy. I used to be a motherfucker that carried a gun and used to drug deal. And I don't look like it. But, you know, you don't know what people look like. You don't know what people do from a day-to-day basis. So he said, damn, you gave me chills. Well, bro, it's just facts, man. You are God's people, and he put you in my path for a reason. The crow's nest has been built for a reason. And I'm sure later on in life we'll be called fucking satanic cult and everything else because we're using a crow as a freaking but you know what? I don't care, dude. I don't care. And at the end of the day, it's what matters in this group. The love, the positivity, dude, just the heartfelt love for one another that's what it's all about, bro. It's not about sitting here being political, being freaking what's the other word I'm looking for? Political, about Jesus and different beliefs. Like you were on that last night about how there's so many different beliefs. And I talked about this on a live before. I'm the same freaking way. There's no way that there's just thousands of beliefs and all of them are altered. There's a God. There's a higher power, and that's what people should be worshiping. To sit and worship some man named Jesus Christ, who we don't even know. The book had been altered millions and millions of times through different religions. There's the word. I just feel like we should all just pray to the higher power. There is a God, there is a creator, there's someone who made us, but there's not someone that went through all this extra stuff as his son, and the people of this land and that land slaughtered him because he was godly. And it just don't, the math ain't mathing up. Religical. I love you, Dragon. I appreciate your time and energy and getting to know you. What's your Discord name again? If I'm I forget, something Heist 69. If I'm not mistaken, I remember him saying it last night in your live. I think that's his PlayStation name too. You missed some of my messages, did I? Let me go up. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm being a motor mouth right now. Go over here and grab this. Send crows. I love this. I stabbed a guy once. Holy shit, crisis. With a screwdriver. Nice. What'd you do that for? Did he have it coming? I used to be an addict to coke, but I got off the shit now. I just toke and work on my vehicles when I need to. Get my mind off shit. Like a few days ago, I was I was in Crisis's live just listening, doing an axle. Yeah, at the same time he was doing his oil, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, bro. Try to rob you. Yeah, man, I'd probably stabbed him too. Thing is, I don't like knives. I like gunpowder. I like gunpowder. I keep me a gun magnetized to my car, and boy, don't test this white boy. I'm trigger happy too. Like I am. I can't lie. And I'm gonna knock on wood. I've been into some altercations, and people could tell that I wasn't on no shit where I've had to pull it. Wow, wow, wow. Let it go in the ground like, motherfucker, I will kill you. I'm a hillbilly, dog. I'm from Kentucky. Well, at least my bloodline. Both sides of my bloodline from Kentucky Hills. So we don't take no shit down there. He said, give me my wallet. It ain't happening. Luckily, I was a mechanic at a bowling alley, and God left me a screwdriver in my pocket to save my life. That was God, bro. He was a big black man. I didn't even know him until he smiled like he was scared as fuck. I was in juvie for a little too. I think I told you about that though on PlayStation Network, right? Yeah, you did, Cam. Yeah, dude. I think the closest interaction that I had to stabbing somebody actually happened when I was with her. We was in Walmart. You want to turn that down a little bit? Huh? You want to turn it down just a little? We were in Walmart shopping. I'm crouched down and she's standing next to me. Well, me and hers had conversations since this day that it's okay to wear leggings and stuff here and there. But to wear them out in public to stores and stuff like that, it's just not appropriate in my opinion. Wear some blue jeans, wear something like a dress, be a woman. But she was wearing leggings and the guy didn't see me. There's the fishing aisle, we're in the fishing aisle. I'm crouched down on my knee, looking through some stuff, trying to find something. Well, she's standing up, so whoever's in that direction can't see me. And over in the back, there's a big motherfucker. I didn't know how big he was at the time. He yells at Michaela. He's like, damn, girl. Like that. So I'm like, all right, motherfucker. So I get up. I walk back here to the tire section. I'm like, who just fucking said that? And I said, yeah, everybody better just be fucking quiet. And I walked away. As I walk away, this big motherfucker starts following me down the aisle. So I grabbed one of these fucking, they're like a retractable fish holder. I'm sure you guys have seen them before. They got really sharp points on the edge of them. Look, we're cutting out for some reason. What in the hell just happened? Anyway, I grabbed that, and he's walking towards me, and I have it down at my side. And then he stops in his tracks, and he's like, man, you got a wife and a kid on the way. Don't you think you need to be focusing on that? I said, I don't give a fuck. You're being disrespectful. I said, and I don't care how big you are. I don't care where you come from, what you know how to do. I'm going to say something to your ass. Don't be disrespectful to women. That's disrespectful. If you thought she was beautiful, you thought that she had a nice ass, approach her like a gentleman. Hey, ma'am, you're really beautiful today. That's the gentleman way. To sit there and be like, damn, girl, like some ghetto-ass fucking punk and you're a grown-ass man. You deserve to get beat the fuck up. I'm sorry. And I took it as a compliment, yes, but at the same time, I took it as disrespect. You clearly seen her in the aisle. What kind of woman is just standing in the fishing aisle by herself? And then when he seen me stand up and look back, he hurried up and darted over to the counter where he was at. It's just like, man. Greg and I hear you out in the safe and a part of the nest. Glad to be a part of the crow's nest, man. Ray, respect. I'm glad you're on my side. Hey, man, we don't take no shit from nobody. I don't take shit from nobody, man. And I think it's because I'm a Leo. Look, I still haven't hit this pin, Crisis. You see that? You see that? It's because I'm not addicted. Now I'm about to, though. Addiction is real. But tolerance, obedience, discipline. Those things are also real.
Can you check on them really quick?
I close my eyes when your girl walks across the live. Can I open them yet? She's been gone. I'm good.
I'm right here.
Am I the only one that gets really bad ear itches? And it drives you crazy? I can't stand when my ear itches. So I have two weird things. It's my ears when they itch. And like when I go to like from outside and I come back in, my nose will be like dripping. And when it goes to slowly just go down your nose, you know, it will make me like start shaking and freak out. I can't stand it. I don't know what it is. Because you're a real homie, Crisis. Yeah, bro. You guys are awesome people in here, man. You guys are freaking awesome. I'm probably only going to go to about the 2 o'clock mark. Or 2 hour mark. My bad. What time is it?
1:28.
So we got about 4 minutes. Until we're at 2 hours. If you haven't already, double tap the screen. I'd greatly appreciate it. The only two in here chatting is old Crisis and Dragon. And they're showing 4. So double tap that screen. Try to help me get to 20, y'all. I'd greatly appreciate it. Live. These coffee lives, man. Love these coffee lives, man. I delay my work for these. You're awesome, bro. You don't ever have to do that, brother. But it's greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated, you guys, from each and every one of y'all. Oh, I forgot. Cash did say she was in the background. It's ear mine, aggravating me. Double tap. Yeah, I know. I know, Dragon. I know you guys would probably be spamming the likes if we could do more than one like, for sure. But hey, either way, we made it up to 17. My goal each day is if I can get up to like almost 20 likes, I did good and it was successful to me. I think Crisis holds himself to 100. And I'll get there one day. One day. 18. 18 likes? Okay. It always says a number shorter than what it is here. Like right now it says I got 2 or 3 people in the chat. What does it say for y'all? We talked about that earlier too, Crisis, with E. You know, I had a heartfelt talk with him about how, you know, he's got to take consideration into things, that everybody goes through things, you know, it can't always be a joking matter. Sometimes it's time to be serious and just be caring, you know, and be genuine. There's no reason to always be in a joking mood, because sometimes it's not a joke, you know? No crow without the nest, man. We are the crow's nest. We are. All of us. And Crisis is the manifestive crow. He is the manifestive crow. He manifests all of this, man. He if it wasn't for him, none of this would have even happened. We are Crisis, Revolution, and World State. Facts. All right, guys, we're at 1:59. We got 30 seconds until it hits two hours, and I think that's where we're gonna call it off, man. You know, I'm gonna get this stuff put away, and I appreciate you guys for dropping in, Crisis. Thank you for spending a little bit of time in here, man, showing your love and your support. It means the world, and hope to see you on live. You going live today? I said, I love you, I love you, I love you. Manifestation is real, my friend. It is. It is. It is I've learned that over the last few years, I set my mind to getting clean, doing the right thing, having a family again. That's all I ever wanted, and now I have it. I manifested that. I literally took myself from one day of being on drugs, methamphetamine, doing really bad, digging myself into a hole because I thought my first baby mom had ruined my life. I'm not getting to see my son no more. She's out sleeping with other men. My life's over. And one day I woke up. I woke up and said, no, it's not. I still got half a life to live, if not even longer. And it's untelling what I can do. So I set my mind to it, and here I am. They're saying goodbye. They're saying goodbye.
Bye.
I love you guys. You guys have a great day. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to go check out Crisis is live. I'm sure he's going to go live very soon. If you're not, you should. Hold on, Crisis said something right there. What do you see? I might go live at the park workout and bike ride, but definitely every night. Yeah, man, you should do that. People love seeing people travel on a bike. What you need to do is get you a clamp for your phone on the bike, so it's just on there, and you're just pedaling. Everybody's getting to see the trail. You're able to talk to people. I think that would be pretty freaking sweet, man. But I love you guys. Stay tuned until the next one. Everyone, have a blessed day, and fish on, everyone.